Hello everyone. So I am on my lunch break and I am taking me a walk, but I wanted to talk to you guys. And this isn't going to be very long because it's really not a long topic. It's actually very simple. The Holy Spirit has been unctioning me probably for the last, maybe week or so. And I had to go to God to say, Lord, are you really wanting me to speak on this? Are you really wanting me to talk about this? And then there was a situation that happened where I actually had to provide correction to someone on this. And so what I want to share, you guys, is that be careful when you're laughing and making jokes about people and their situations. Be careful when someone, even because of their own decisions and their own situations or whatever, when they begin to reap the consequences of their decisions. Be careful not to make fun of that. Be careful to not make fun of someone else's demise or someone else's fall. Because truth be told, we all sin. We all have done something that is contrary to what God has called us to do. And there are punishments and consequences for the things that we do. And sometimes people reap their consequences and their punishments before we do. And although we, looking in human eyes, see that, oh, they did worse than me. Oh, I didn't do that. I don't make those kind of decisions in my life. So I'm not going to reap that type of consequence. You're right. You may not. However, until you sweep at your own door, until you make sure that all of your closets are clean, until you make sure that you are truly walking upright before God and doing what God has called you to do, you might want to keep your mouth shut. You might not want to joke and gossip about others. Because just like that person got their just reward or their consequence, you will reap yours as well. And I'm pretty sure that when you reap the consequence of your own sin, you're not going to want anybody laughing at you, joking about it, or making fun of you. I'm going to share this story. There was a time where, and this isn't even about, this is about making jokes and fun of somebody's downfall or somebody's hurt or pain that they're going through, thinking it's a game. There was a time where I was in my early 20s and I was going to get married. And this man stood me up the day of our wedding. He just disappeared. He left. Somebody I had been with for 3 years, had a relationship with, lived with, all the stuff. And he just up and disappeared right before we were going to get married. And there were people in my life who I thought were my friends, or I thought had my best interest at heart. But they laughed at me. They laughed at my pain. They laughed. They thought it was funny. They make jokes. Oh, that so-and-so, he jetted out, didn't he? Ha, ha, ha. They thought it was funny. And let me tell you, these people don't even really know that I know that they did this. But I'm going to explain to you where their life is right now. One of them is in a marriage that they are completely unhappy in. So unhappy that they're committing adultery regularly. And just unhappy. The other one can't keep a spouse if they wanted to. The other one is still fighting their demons and still fighting lack of not having what they wanted to desire in a spouse. And me, I'm married to a whole different man in a very happy, stable, healthy relationship. And I'm not sharing that to say, oh, look, ha, 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 look what happened to them. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you got to be careful when you put your mouth on the people of God. And you don't know it. Back then, I didn't know that I was God's chosen. And neither did anyone else. But what you got to do is you got to be careful of the people that you put your mouth on, because you don't know what God has for them. And you don't know how God is going to lead and use their lives. So y'all be careful while you out here talking and laughing and joking and thinking people's lives and people's spiritual warfare is a joke. It's not a game. It's not a game. Be careful of what you say and how you treat and how you talk to people when they're on their downfall. Because it will come back to bite you. And let me tell you something. These people don't even know that because they put their mouth on me 20 years ago, they still dealing with that. They don't even know that. God revealed that to me. They don't even know that that's why they're going through some of the things they went through. And they haven't repented for it. And the reason why they haven't repented for it is because they don't even know that I know it. So why would they apologize to me for something they don't even know that I know they did? Be careful. Because you don't know how God gonna move or use. So warning. Y'all have a good day.